Yeah, it truly is remarkable how obsessed he remains with me. But this latest tweet is, so typical of him. So maybe there does need to be a rematch. I mean, obviously, I can beat him again.
Well, what could happen if in another 4 years of the Trump administration?
I don't accept that. I don't believe that will happen. I believe that there were many funny things that happened in my election that will not happen again.
They want to do is nullify the election. They think they have a weak field, and they're prepared. It's like in chess. They're prepared to sacrifice a rook to take down a king.
Sure. Well, Joe Biden's gone.
They will throw Biden away.
Yep.
Right? They'll throw Biden away to get to Trump and hope Elizabeth Warren, or I even think Hillary Clinton or Bloomberg or some centrist comes in here and takes. Oh, I think
Hillary Clinton might be back.
Miranda, good to see you. Thank you for your time. First of all, got to talk about Hillary. She has told those close to her, apparently, that she is considering running in 2020. Say it isn't so.
No way.
Being your candidate has been one of the greatest honors of my life.
No surprise, 3 years after the historic election of 2016, she's still grappling with defeat.
But I can't deny that a big part of me cares deeply about what's happening in the country, and what I fear is the damage that's being done to our future, the damage being done to our values, our institutions, and try to think of ways that I can help those who are on the front lines of the fight.
Hi, Laura and Pete. It's incredible, isn't it? But we sort of have been flagging this for a while because she's been teasing everybody with these frequent appearances, this strategically timed new book called Gutsy Women, which basically the subtext of that is, I'm the gutsy woman, me, Hillary Clinton, pick me again to run up against Donald Trump. I don't think many people in the Democratic Party really think that she would have a chance, but she is delusional enough and has enough self-belief to think that she might have a chance against him in round two. I very much doubt it, and I think part of the reason that the Democrats lost in 2016 was because she was such a hopeless candidate with so much terrible baggage. Remember, she divided up the country into deplorables and people who were slavishly devoted to her. She called Donald Trump's, fans and the voters, more than half the country really, she called them deplorables. So yeah, I don't think she's got much chance, but it's a good ego trip.
Basket of deplorables, I think, was the precise term that she used, and it ended up being very costly indeed.
Your name doesn't come up much on any campaign except for Donald Trump's. Lock her up is still a big popular line.
I believe he knows he's an illegitimate president. He knows that there were a bunch of different reasons why the election turned out the way it did, and I take responsibility for those parts of it that I should, but Jane, it was like applying for a job and getting 66 million letters of recommendation and losing to a corrupt human tornado. And so I know that he knows that this wasn't on the level. I don't know that we'll ever know everything that happened, but clearly we know a lot and are learning more every day, and history will probably sort it all out. So of course he's obsessed with me, and I believe that it's a guilty conscience in so much as he has a conscience.
But Miranda, is it even possible for her to join this late? I mean, Democratic debates, they've already been underway and the field is narrowing, and legally can she parachute in late?
Sure. I mean, the Democratic primaries don't start until February 3, and you have the Des Moines, Iowa caucuses, and then you have the New Hampshire primary and so on. So, look, technically, I suppose she could if they drafted her, and she has got some sort of a fundraising pack, as they call them over here, ostensibly for other reasons. And, of course, there's all that filthy lucre sloshing around in the Clinton Foundation. I'm sure there's some way of using that.
Yeah, there certainly is. Look, personal advice, you never go back to your ex, and I probably think that can be applied to Hillary Clinton as well. Miranda, more seriously, the Syria story and US troops pulling out of Syria has huge ramifications.
Yeah, it truly is remarkable how obsessed he remains with me, but this latest tweet is, so typical of him. So maybe there does need to be a rematch. I mean, obviously, I can beat him again.
Hillary is trigger happy. She is. She's trigger happy. She's got a bad temperament.